Alright, level 8, chickens in space. First thing we're gonna do here is spawn in our co-op partner, which is actually just ourselves. And as the first player, you want to go ahead and start killing yourself. While with the other player, you want to run into this corner. Because you can actually just like walk up on these weird little pipe things on the walls. So yeah, it's the best way to reach it. Another way to do it is a satchel jump. I'll go ahead and let Mifa show that off.
Yep. It's just like any other satchel jump, but this is the easiest form because we're just doing it straight into a corner. Essentially just throw the satchel charge and jump roughly at the same time. You should get it most of the time. Sometimes you get unlucky because the satchel when you throw a satchel charge, the way it comes out is a bit random, like its trajectory. But after a few tries, it's not that difficult.
The best position for a satchel charge when doing a satchel jump if it's like completely vertical, which happens sometimes, but it's pretty rare. But it's pretty powerful. All right, so that's the first part. And shrink this back to regular size. And all right, so if you're doing the respawn jump, you want to leave co-op immediately. I mentioned before that we have to, you want to have your first player doing the suicide and doing this jump, and that's why. We want to just drop out that co-op partner quickly. So, next we just go up here. We skipped a lot here, by the way, if you haven't not played this game before. We just skipped a lot. So, there's this little bit of, like, a little more, like, elevation here on this hay shit or whatever. And we're trying to avoid this cutscene, because this cutscene, when we activate it, it's going to ruin something that we're about to do later. So you want to just run, or you don't really have to run. You can just, you don't have to be sprinting for it, but you want to do an interestingly timed swap jump and reach up on top of this fence. Now, if you have some trouble with that, if you don't want to do it, like if you only want to give it one attempt and then do something else, you can throw out this Rupert in a box, and he'll give you a little more height. Well, if you do it right.
Alternatively, you can put a satchel on the floor and swap jump off of it as well.
Yeah. I don't know how I forgot about that. Yep. Alright, so, once you do that, you want to be careful. You don't want to run too close to this, like, wall over here, because that's where the cutscene trigger is. But you want to make your way to this door. So, this door is not supposed to unlock, but if we use a specific item, such as a Rupert in a box, Joe Swanson, or what we mainly like to use, the Boom Bear, it just opens the door. You had a theory for this, right, Mifa?
Yeah, so this is meant to be a door where you backtrack much later on in the level, just to come back to that area previously. And I think the item, once you throw it at the wall, it just barely clips enough through the door to hit the trigger on the other side.
Yeah, I would say that's a pretty fair theory. So keep in mind that when you go through this door, there's going to be a heavy lag spike. So I recommend just running straight to the right instead of turning your camera. Because, camera turning with lag is just going to throw you off. Also, grab this Boom Bear. We're going to need one again soon. Alright, so this is a solo exclusive thing. You can't do this in co-op. So we're supposed to destroy all these gas tubes here in order to progress. But we are not going to do that. There is a cutscene trigger when we get past this white line here. The trigger, but there's also a checkpoint trigger that we're currently already standing on it. It's not, I don't remember exactly where it is, but it's not precise. But when you're touching it, you can just spawn in the next player, the other player, and expose these gas tubes. Now the reason we skip that cutscene is because you see that door over there to the bottom right. That door is supposed to close when we activate a cutscene. We're not supposed to get here otherwise, like by intended means. Like, that door's supposed to be closed. Now, when that door is closed, we just go ahead and run into this elevator. Don't drop out yet. We're going to be doing the same trick we did earlier. We're going to throw another Boom Bear. By the way, if you need a health pack, grab that one. Now you can drop out Stewie. Or I guess you don't really have to. Actually, we'll do that for now. Yeah, drop him out. if you're doing this with a if you're doing this with low health attributes, then you don't need to drop out. If you're doing it with the health attributes, then drop out. The drop.
Something I'd like to showcase is for those people who don't have a controller is how to do gas tubes.
Ooh, okay. I got you ready.
It'll be an important thing.
Yeah, I got you.
Yep. Okay. So if you don't have a controller, I'll have to watch this cutscene because it's not skippable in this file.
We'll fix that. Yeah, I completely forgot to even explain how this works. Whoops.
Yeah, so we're going to do default gas tubes. So we're going to activate this again. But since we hit that cutscene, the door's going to be closed, so we can't do the item thing. So instead, make sure you're Stewie for this. You're going to come here, you can use a rocket launcher on this wall. That'll destroy that gas tube. You're going to throw a satchel over this wall. Destroy that gas tube, I missed it. Oh, I'm out of satchels. Oh, well, you can also, if you like aim, like you get close enough to the wall and aim directly upwards, you can also use a rocket launcher for these.
You can also throw diapers as well.
Yeah, you can also do that. Anything explosive pretty much works.
Yeah. The reason why we don't drop out here is because for some reason this specific area wants you to have both players there. So if you have two players, if you're doing co-op and you have them not in that same area, then that cutscene won't trigger, which will give us the opportunity to just use a boom bear and open up that door. But again, if you're doing this solo, then don't worry about it. Or not solo, I mean without an extra controller. Yeah. So, go back to this hallway. We go through here, we activate it. Oh my god, fuck off. And we activate a cutscene. And we're supposed to go through this whole, like, what, is this where we get the zero gravity section? I don't remember. We don't do it though. We just jump on this. And yeah, that's it. We skipped a lot of gameplay. So now is where we are heading to the level's boss. You can grab a health pack here if you need to. No shame in it. So skip this cutscene as soon as it appears. Pull out your railgun and rapid fire on her. Once you see that animation, that means that she is currently down, and we can go ahead and pull this lever. Once she's done, or when she's doing that, you can just do it again. Now keep an eye out for chickens. You also don't want to stand near these eggs. When you stand near the eggs, they're going to hatch, and there will be more chickens coming out to bug you. Just keep waiting and waiting. Oh, yeah, so we're not supposed to be this close. So, yeah, so, all these items are gonna keep, like, just coming in and shooting at us. And the best way to avoid is just to keep swapping. You'll probably get hit sometimes, it's really just luck. It's all luck. And, yeah, I think we covered everything, right? I guess we can just go, yeah, we can just do a recap, yeah. Level's short enough. So, we're gonna spawn in this player. Have the first player commit suicide. Come on. There we go. Leave co-op. Do the swap jump or do the satchel jump, whichever you prefer. Be careful for the cutscene trigger. Pull out a, do I have a boom bear still? Yes, I do. Run straight to the right because, again, there's going to be a big lag spike if you just immediately move your camera. So you can just stand right there and you already have touched, like, once you're past, like, this step right here, when you're past that step, you've touched the checkpoint. So you'll be good. And again, if you don't have another controller, just do the gas tubes. It's fine. And remember to not drop out Stewie yet. If we're doing it this method, don't drop out Stewie until after you get past this door. Remember that behind this first door, there's always going to be a set of boxes. So just so you know, keep that in mind so I can just shoot one down. It's very easy. And remember what we talked about a long time ago. You want to keep jumping as we sprint. Ah, we gotta watch this cutscene again. Oh well. Yeah, so here's the thing. If you replay a level, the cutscenes will become unskippable. So, yeah. This is why it's important to always replace your save with the one that we have provided in speedrun on speedrun.com. So yeah, you can literally just keep jumping up and hugging that wall, and you'll make it up. Go on to the express elevator of hell. We're gonna have to watch this whole cutscene, I think. I think we're gonna have to. And that's a problem. Because this cutscene actually spawns in all these chickens that become a huge problem. Shit. I think I can still like try to show this off.
Officially sucks worse than the WNBA.
Yeah, we're good. Shoot him again. And be careful with these chickens. These brown ones especially, they'll shoot, like, they'll keep shitting eggs out at you. So, make sure you kill them. And that's it. That's the end of Chickens in Space. The next video will be the last one, as we cover the last level and the final level of the game. So yeah, stick around for that.